What's up, you guys? Marcos Villegas here in Hollywood, California at the Wild Card, being joined by a very familiar face, Mr. Abner Mares, who's not only a fighter, but also a manager now, and that's why we're here. One of your fighters is having a workout. How did this all happen? Because when I got the news that you were managing Misael, I was kind of like, wait, what? That's coming out of left field, you know? So how did you get involved into that portion and why?
Okay, really quick. One thing that a lot of people don't know: before the Olympics, they had a tournament, world tournament, whom the Mexican committee did not want to help financially, and that's where I stepped in. I brought them over here. They sparred, and I helped them get to that tournament. And that's where I met Misael and a few other fighters from the Mexican Olympic team. But he brought my attention because the way we talked at my house, he said, "You know what, Abner? I'm not the most experienced. I'm not the most talented fighter from this group, but I assure you this: I will bring a medal because I'm hungry." And I feel that I have what it takes to do that, and he did it. And ever since that, we kept communication. I signed him. Kept it low key, and here we are. I'm officially a manager, managing Misael Rodriguez, and there's big things coming for him.
Is it like a weird dynamic to be a fighter and then a manager? Because are you now your own manager too?
No, I'm not. I never had a manager since I signed with Mr. Al Heyman. We all know he's not a manager; he's an advisor. So I don't have a manager, and I do manage Misael, and it is a different dynamic, different environment, just a whole different world. Because now I have to focus on his career more than mine. Pick the right fights, get the right TV, get the right dates, and it all brings flashbacks to when I was started and what I wanted, for my manager to do for me. So it's less complicated than a lot of people might think, because I'm still in the boxing business as an active fighter, but now as a manager, I have the pulls here and there because I'm still an active fighter, and I've made really good relationships.
It might be a thing where because of your relationships and because you're an active fighter, it's going to be easier to put him in certain fights and get him into certain venues.
Yes, it is, and it has become that way. Easy to get on with Richard Schaefer. Obviously, when it comes to business, definitely we have to sit down and talk numbers, and
Is that hard? Like, it is. Talking numbers, because from a fighter, they present to you a number and you're like, all right, that sounds good, but now he's another guy, you want to look forward to him, and I don't know, sometimes you get in a situation where no, that deal sucks. No, you should get more.
It's harder, but then again, it's not, because I would sit, and especially with someone I know, Richard, hey, listen, I've been there, I've done that. I feel that he deserves a little bit more. He's the next Olympian. He brings this to the table. So we get vent a little bit more about, how I was brought up and what I feel like he's bringing into his promotion company. So in that sense, it wasn't that hard, and here we are. I'm excited to have signed up with Richard Schaefer, a great friend of mine, Ring Start, boxing, great hands. So we assured him 4 to 6 fights this year. First fight in April. April 9th, do not miss it at the Novo Club, and it's going to be great. You will see. He is one superstar in the making.
You winning a world title again, there's a lot of people that you could fight that's being opened up. We just saw recently Frampton and Santa Cruz rematch, Santa Cruz getting that second fight. But you mentioned after the fight with our correspondents that a Lee Selby fight looks attractive to you as well. So what do you want to do at this point, and where are you going to, I guess not where, well, yeah, where is it going to be and when?
Look, I'll tell you this, and this is the way to think. I started my future, which is managing, promoting, doing things here and there, investing, whatever. So with that said, I'm looking at the short term, which is, getting the best fights, best paydays, no more tune-ups, just the best. And even before that, I think I've been that type of fighter that would fight nothing but the best. And so I told you guys right after this fight, or even before the fight, after I finish, when I fight a player, if I beat him, when I beat him, I want a champion. And that's what I'm gonna give you guys. I can't give you a name. It will be a unification bout. My next fight, I can't give you a date. It will be a good date, and I'm excited. I'm excited to be in the position that I place myself with the help of obviously my team, and choosing the right fights and getting the right number of payday for myself and for my future and for my kids.
Unification. So there's Leo, and then there's Selby.
There's a few you can pick from. There's a few you can pick from.
Flanagan, right? No, Flanagan's a weight up.
You got Leo, you got Frampton, you got Lee Selby, We got Oscar Valdez. We have,
Forgot about Oscar.
and we also have Gary Russell. So I mean, we got 5 people to choose from. There is one chosen already. I cannot say the name. It will come eventually.
Tell us, anyways, regardless.
Yeah, right.
Break some news for us. Come on.
Cannot do that.
You know, you mentioned earlier that at this point you just want big fights, fights that matter, title fights. And with you being a manager, naturally it makes me thinking, well, how long, I guess, do you see yourself fighting before you start doing managing and commentating full time?
I mean, I could give you a number now, but honestly, we know that sometimes it doesn't play that way. You know, I could say 2 years, and maybe in 2 years I'm doing great and want to go an extra year. But I think the correct number for me is 3 years.
3 years?
3 years, I see myself still doing it strong. Great mind, body still working properly, functioning, and call it quits. You know, make the best of it, and maybe jump into the commentating world as an analyst. You know, we do okay there in Spanish and English, promotional, managing, and amongst other things. So we want to definitely just be known as one of those fighters that went you know right after a boxing career. As I'm really high and admire Paulo Malignaggi of what he's done, you know, as an analyst, Floyd Mayweather as a businessman, amongst other fighters.
When are you going to return? I guess, can you tell us, like, is it going to be in the summer? Is it going to be in the winter? You don't have to give us a day, but just like around like what season?
It's kind of giving you a day by saying that, so I cannot do that. I just tell you, what I told you already. I think it's big, and people already should be excited as well as I am.
It's going to be here though in the U.S.
It will be talked about.
It's
Yes.
going to be here in the U.S. Okay. Abner, hey, it's good seeing you, man. As always, thank you so much, Abner Mares. Of course, his fighter making his pro debut coming up April 9th at the Novo here in downtown Los Angeles. Do not miss it.